You're listening to Great Love Media.
Today's episode of the Great Love Debate is brought to you by Political Junkies, a brand new podcast brought to you by the folks at the Podcast Junkies Network and hosted by me. All the stuff that Keiko doesn't let me talk about on this show. Political points of view, current events, social issues, all from a balanced, reasonable, and fresh perspective. In recent episodes, we tackled all sorts of easy things. Immigration, voting rights, sexual harassment, vaccines, the Supreme Court's conspiracy theories. I had a conspiracy theory that I believe Stevie Wonder is not really blind, and if you want to find out what my logic is on that, go to Political Junkies. You can join me and a rotating cast of co-hosts and celebrity guests on both sides. These are turbulent times, and you need to hear from all. So come inside and join us on Political Junkies, the podcast for those hooked on politics. It's Political Junkies with an EEZ. You can listen on all the platforms, but you can actually watch this show on YouTube. We bring it to you live from our studio in Las Vegas, and you can see all the fun, and you can critique my hair and my cool mask and all these things each week. Join us on Political Junkies and get your fix.
The Great Love Debate. It's the Great Love Debate.
The Great Love Debate. It's the Great Love Debate.
Hi again, everyone. It's Brian Howie. Welcome to The Great Love Debate, the world's #1 dating and relationship podcast since 2015. And I am coming to you from one of my favorite places, Dallas, Texas. I love coming here all the time. There's big fun, big hats, big hair, big food. It is all just bigger. And in a lot of ways, it is better down here. The handful of Howie family members that I actually like live down here, so I see them once in a while. So I'm happy to be back in Big D, and the reason I'm back in Big D is because we have a live show here, and we are back on tour. And if you have ever previously been to a show in the Dallas area, you may have seen her on our stage many, many times. She's both an expert on dating apps and a hater of dating apps. She's also a high-powered attorney. So I'm going to bring her in, my old friend Megan David. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
I have an important legal question for you. Why explain Britney Spears' conservatorship to lay people? What does that mean?
I can't talk about that without payment first.
Oh, you can't get legal advice? Because it seems like she's old enough to be free to go, and she works and she's on tour and she does things, but then like she can't handle her money. I don't understand that.
Evidently, she's got some mental issues, which I think most of us can relate to.
Right, but isn't it her call? Like, I have mental issues, but it's my money. Like, I don't understand how an adult who is not institutionalized, she lives a full life, she has her children, she works,
right.
But
it's for her own good, I'll say that. I don't know the details.
But you are Britney Spears. You're pro Britney.
Spears.
So
I've been a fan since Baby Hit Me.
Are you free Britney, or you're like, I think it's working out okay?
I don't know. I'd have to know more about the legal ramifications of freeing Britney. I don't want her to go crazy and lose all her millions.
That's such a lawyer answer.
Right.
The reason I have you in here today, you have been run the gamut on the dating apps, and we we always say on this podcast, get your head out of your apps, and the best dating site is Earth, and all the clever things that I do say. But we realize that is a pool of daters that you really do need to at least part-time get involved in. So we're going to do something today that we have not done on this show in a couple of years. We call it Tinder Roulette, but we really can do it with any app. What we're going to do, me and you, is you and I have an English major, and I don't know which one that is. We're going to pull up some profiles, and in real time, we're going to assess them, swipe them, discard them, or block them entirely if it's somebody you've run into now.
Good stuff.
So I'm going to warm you up with what we call the COVID questions. So these are sort of unrelated to dating. I just have some questions about what's going on in Texas, because I came here and I was expecting Dallas to just be wild and open and everything, because that was the reputation the rest of the country had, was that Texas is ruining it for everybody else. But it's reasonably locked down still in Texas, despite our live show going on.
Yeah, we were locked down for a solid 4 to 6 weeks back March, April, May.
4 to 6 weeks. See, Los Angeles has been, and state of Washington has been is still locked down. So I don't know, 4 to 6 weeks. Oh, you poor thing.
Yeah, that was tough. That was the whole not getting out of pajamas for a long time.
All right, well, let me ask you some questions about this. Have you been outside of the state of Texas since the
I have
COVID
not.
started? Not. It's a big state.
It's a huge state.
Have you been out of the county of, what county is this? Is it Dallas County?
Dallas County.
Dallas County.
I live one county over, so technically.
Have you been out of what you call the Metroplex?
No, I
You
haven't.
have not. You have not been out of North Texas. You should go somewhere. That's
I
good.
probably should.
Have you color coordinated a mask with an outfit?
I've only been wearing these boring surgical masks. I honestly didn't buy one.
Oh, the blue ones?
Yeah, I didn't think it was going to last this long. So I was like, oh, that's silly. I'm not going to buy one. And then I just wear these.
Oh, the blue.
I
So
mean,
you,
the
well, it
surgeons wear
seems
them,
very.
so obviously it's a good.
They
mask.
probably work better, but they're not that cute. You
They're
know.
not cute.
Have you made physical contact with a stranger who you didn't previously know?
No, I've met people.
Did you shake their hand?
I don't think I've No, no, I don't think I have.
So no,
I've met a few
reasonable.
people, especially like for work, and
It's so
just
weird,
kind
isn't
of,
it? It's like it's like, what do we do?
By habit, I offer to shake their hand, and they don't do it, and then I feel bad.
See, I'm like, shake the hand, wash the hand.
Well-
like, you don't shake the hand and lick the hand. So that's what I understand. We should be
People
able to
are more
shake
conservative
hands.
than you would think,
Or we need to
which
vote.
is not necessarily a bad thing.
It needs to be on the ballot, and we need to do the bow. We need to just do the bow. Have you ridden in an Uber?
No,
You drive, though. You have
I
cars
drive.
here.
Yeah,
The first time that you went out after it was open, after your 6-week little thing, do you remember it?
yes.
What was it, a
It
restaurant?
was a glorious day. It was a restaurant in like May, and it was Katie Charlie's house in Plano, so it's mostly outside.
Yeah.
So we felt like that at least was safer.
It is nice that this mostly, and I say this, who knows what we're going to get into, happened during warm weather.
Yes.
So
Thank
there
God.
was an opportunity for people to at least go outside. How much sanitizer is in your house right now? Do you have jugs? Do you have a couple little
one
bottles?
jug, but I had that before.
Oh, you pre-sanitized.
Well,
You were.
I mean,
I did too. I
always-
travel a lot, and I would go to Asia, and I would
Right.
always carry
airports, gas stations.
Yeah, I always did over there because I'm like, it's kind of not that it's more germy over there. There were just different germs over there, and as it turns out, I was quite
Yeah.
prescient with that.
Got it.
Yeah. So you had a jug before?
I have a jug in my house, a little thing in my purse, and a little travel thing in my car, and I had all that previous to COVID.
That seems reasonable. She seems very clean, fellas. The thing that we are doing now that you think is better, like, oh yeah, we should be like that. That's good change.
Keeping away from people.
See, I was doing that before. You were sanitizing before. I always was socially
Yeah,
distancing or whatever.
I don't mind the socially distancing.
I used to be the opposite on this. I like the no cash.
Oh,
I took a trip to Australia last year, and I never got their currency. I didn't need it. They didn't use it. I didn't need it. They were very cashless, and I thought it was
It's kinda
strange.
going
Yeah,
obsolete
I think I
anyways.
like it now. I think I'm because I don't have the neatest ones in my pocket and fives. It's all
We don't
kind of
wanna know
crumpled up.
why.
There is crumpled
Crumpled
up.
up ones
Yeah,
in your
crumpled up
wallet.
ones in my wallet, and I'm like, I like the no cash. I'm fine with it. I think
Okay.
we're good.
All right.
And the final question: did you, during the height of your 6-week lockup, reach out to an ex?
I did not. Actually, one reached out to me, and I blocked him.
What was
Did you
the
look at
what?
that?
What was the reach out?
He called me,
Oh, well, points for that, right?
I guess.
He said, "Hey, Megan."
He kept it vague. I'm rolling my eyes. It was just kind of like, how you doing, what you doing.
Oh, it was the fake, I'm just checking up on your well-being?
Right.
Yeah.
I basically said, are you still married? And he said, yeah, and then that was it. Well, he was going through a divorce when I met him, and he still is, like,
Oh,
3 years later.
the old going through a divorce. We're getting divorced is a huge red flag that these guys say. If they say they're separated, they're not,
I knew
right?
that, but I did it anyways, so yay for me.
All right, we're going to get into this now. First of all, give me your overall experience with dating, online dating here in North Texas here. Just over the last 5 years. Has it gotten better? Has it gotten worse? Are you more optimistic? Are you grumpy?
Optimistic. No, I think pessimistic is putting it lightly.
You're a little bit of high maintenance, though. You don't like socks with flip-flops. You don't like Crocs. You don't like bad grammar.
Right. Okay, the bad grammar, sure. That is
But
a
it's
real
Texas.
Thing. But
Isn't
I
there
didn't
unique
run
grammar?
Into any issues with Crocs on dating websites, I will say that.
Do you consider y'all to be bad grammar?
No, I say
It's
y'all.
folksy.
It's Texas.
So where do you
Southern.
draw the line of sort of colloquialism and poor grammar?
Okay, you know how many guys text girls, "You're pretty," and it's "while you are"? It's just like nails on a chalkboard. I can't.
Oh, the homonyms.
Can't do it.
What if I was in such a hurry to tell you how pretty you are, I just gave it, I just put it out there quickly.
Okay.
No?
I mean, maybe. I don't. It's just the first thing off the bat is me thinking that you're not that smart.
Are you the girl who will answer back? You
No,
and correct
I
it?
won't do it. I won't correct you. I'll just silently judge you.
Oh.
Like a normal person.
All right. Which app are you going to use here?
I'm on Bumble.
All right, I'm going to pull up Bumble too, just for ease of use. And sorry if anybody saw my profile in here and thinks he's cute and he might be dateable. No, he's not. And
yeah, we're sorry for that.
Sorry, we're teasing you here, Metroplex daters. So here's the way this is going to work. You're going to we're going to do this roulette style. So you're going to swipe left or right. I don't care what you do.
Okay.
Go 1, 2, 3, and then on the fourth one, you're going to read it.
Okay.
So you can be like, yes or no. I don't care how you throw these people away.
Okay.
But go 1, 2, 3, and on the fourth one, you're going to read their profile, and we're going to assess, is this a dateable Dallas man?
Oh, boy. Is he dateable? That is always the
Is
question.
the cowboy hat a pro or a con if they show up on a date with a hat?
With
is
a
it
hat?
formal wear? Because, like, lawyers wear the cowboy hat here. It's so strange.
Like an actual cowboy
Yeah,
hat?
they do. They wear the some
They
wear
do.
the boots.
Some of them do. I have friends that do. That's kind of their thing.
It's their thing. Like some of the country music stars, it's like that's their thing. I think it's like, when do you decide that's your thing? Like if you're Tim McGraw or you're Kenny
Right.
Chesney or you're any of the other hat guys, when do you decide like I'm going full-time hat?
But here's the thing. 99% don't actually wear the hat.
They don't
It's
here.
No, it's more of a stereotype.
I'm going to stereotype
especially
all day
in
long.
Dallas,
My whole
this is
business is
like-
built on stereotypes.
We're trying to be, L.A., New York. We're not super country.
Well, this is Dallas.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
true.
We're Dallas.
All right, so you're going to go 1, 2, 3, and then you are going to read this poor young man's
Okay,
profile.
I'm going first.
You're going first.
Here I go. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Oh, boy.
What, you were like, I dated that guy?
No, but that will probably happen at some point. Okay, I'm reading this guy's profile. His name's Aaron.
Mm-hmm.
He's 32 years old.
Okay.
He has a picture of him standing next to like an ocean and some flowers.
Okay. Good. That's not nothing.
That's not nothing. Okay, that's nice. The shirtless, selfies are a little bit overdone. Ugh.
But if they look good shirtless,
Yeah, I mean, there's that, but that's why they're doing it. But it's just a little bit douchey.
okay.
Come on.
Okay. All right.
His job, insurance at State Farm. I'm a personal injury lawyer, by the way. So that's ironic.
You are. One more question on that, because I had a personal injury last year.
Oh, God.
And I settled my case when I thought was a reasonable amount, but then I see these commercials, and people are getting 10 million.
Eh.
No, that's not a real
you
thing?
have both your legs and arms. You're fine.
So you have to actually have... So my lawyer would tell me, he's like, there's not any metal in your body, you're fine.
Well, if you're, pertaining to the Jim Adler ads, that's, yeah. He's suing $1 million trucking companies, not, not these little...
Not these fender benders?
Right.
I can't roll out in the street and get $10 million?
You can go try. I'll represent you.
Okay, good. All right. So read his profile, please.
Okay. He's 5'11". He works out sometimes. He's got an undergraduate degree.
Do you trust the 5'11"?
I'm not really as big on height as most women.
Okay.
I don't really care about that as
Good.
much.
Because since my accident, I'm 5'11".
You lost.
I lost an inch and a half. I
Are
broke a
your hips-
vertebrae.
Oh, well, your accident was serious.
It was definitely serious, and I lost an inch and a half. But my lawyer, who was like 5'7", didn't seem to think that that's a big deal. I'm like, no,
He was
that is a
jealous.
big deal. I was 6 feet and 1/2, and now I'm like 5'11" and a half.
So what does your
the
profile
inch
say
that
is
I
the
lost,
question?
I don't. What does it say on here? My reasonable profile. It probably it's old, so it was 6 feet, which seems like
Right.
it's a line now.
Compromise. 1 inch.
That makes all the difference in the world. All right, read the meat of his profile.
Perfect first date: lake and seltzer, or beer and kayaking. Okay. And then there's a picture of him in a lake in a kayak. Well, he's
Oh, he acted it out.
Yeah.
What is he wearing in the kayak?
And then there's a picture of him and some friends, what looks to be like